Once this shipment has been received, we'll update the estimated delivery date and its status as it moves through our system. Please check FedEx.com for more information. Sorry.
This is bullshit.
I still didn't understand. If you'd like to hear the
You
tracking
should
information
understand. You should understand. This is bullshit.
Just a moment while I transfer you to a FedEx customer service representative.
So I've got 4 boxes here today, and my tracking says I should have 5.
If you'd be willing to take a one-question survey about your experience on this
Fuck
call,
you.
please remain on the line after the call. Your call may be monitored for quality assurance.
Did not get this one.
Thank you for calling FedEx. This is Luke. How can I help you today?
Luke, my name is Angela Cook. I received 4 boxes from FedEx delivered from Acid Flyers. There should have been 5. This is the second time I'm calling. It's a separate complaint.
Sorry, because we have this inconvenience. Just let me double check. We are talking about...
So sorry, you have to say sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We are talking about the tracking number ending on 4679.
Yes, that one did not arrive. 4 boxes were delivered.
Just let me confirm, Ms. Cook, you're calling behalf the receiver, is that correct?
I'm not sure what you're saying. You said something in behalf of the receiver. Are you asking if I am the receiver?
Yes, are you the receiver?
I am. That's why I'm calling you.
Yes. I see here that this package coming for Synergy Concept, but on the system is only showing that we only have the label, we don't have the package. In this case, you need to confirm with the shipper if they are already the package.
So let me understand this. You're saying you have a label, but you don't have a package. Now I have to do the work of contacting the shipper to see why they made a label but not a package, or why you made a label and failed to put it on a package. Is that what's going on here?
That's correct, because we only have that information that they need a service to send you the package, but we don't have the package. Sometimes they create a label.
Yes.
They need to schedule and pick it up to start the process.
Okay.
In this case, you will need to contact with them.
There's no other possibility. So they may have made 5 labels and put them all in 4 boxes.
That's correct. In this case, you need to contact with them because
Okay.
they know if they are already sending the package or if they need to schedule a ticket.
Okay, great.
Okay, good. Thank you for calling.
Well, I have another thing then to call about. I called earlier, and FedEx was supposed to get back to me in 2 hours. They haven't done that. 2 hours or the end of the day. I don't know where you call the line for the end of the day, but it's after 5 p.m. and it's been a couple of hours. So when will someone get back to me for my original complaint?
Just let me ask you, you're talking about the same tracking number or is for a different one?
I'm talking about the 4 that were delivered, and I asked your driver to meet me on the 2nd floor to put them in the art room, and they left them in the lobby. And I can't move them. Even if I were able-bodied, I may be able to move them if I work out, because the boxes are heavy and can cause a hernia. You actually need a dolly, okay, that your driver has when they just dropped them off in the middle of nowhere in traffic flow through the building. Great.
When you call the first time, you put a claim about the situation?
The person, Elizabeth in El Salvador, said that she sent a message and that I would get a call back.
Yes.
And I have not got a call back.
Do you have a tracking number or data related with this request?
Yes, the tracking number that I gave her was 788-679-422-632.
Okay, thank you. Just one moment.
I have to find this again. 788-679-422-632.
Okay, I already have it here. Give me just one moment. Let's cook and see the case. Okay, I'm going to connect you with the person in charge of this complaint. May I place your hold just for a moment while I connect you, Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And we apologize if you didn't receive the call, but just one moment.
I've been getting a lot of emails, just almost like 3 or 4 a day from the same vendor. I'm like, where's the unsubscribe? Unsubscribe. They're like, would you like it daily, once a week, twice per month? Unsubscribe. That's what I would like. How did this happen? Like, how did I get on that list? So I ordered a little pinafore from Levi's, and he sent me a boy's large fleece denim coat. And I called them back because I also noticed that the inside shipping label was to someone else in Kentucky. And what else? Bean was sitting downstairs in the foyer today. Minnow went to go see her, and she loves Minnow. Everyone loves Minnow. He's a good boy. He's never low on enthusiasm for the meet and greet. And told her, I'm like, I'm in a bitchy mood. Bean, FedEx dumb fucked me again. And explained to her, like, I got these big boxes over there and I can't get them up, and they said they were going to call back, and they didn't call back, and they said they were going to call back at the end of the day, and she's looking outside and it's dark, and she's like, it is the end of the day. When do you call the end of the day? I don't know. When the sun goes down in China? I do not know what that's supposed to mean, except for
Thank you for waiting patiently. It's good. Right now I'm going to connect you with the consultant, okay? And she will be assisting you. Thanks for the transfer. No problem. Yes, this is Chantel, customer advocate.
Hi. I was supposed to receive a call back from FedEx and I didn't get one.
Okay, I do apologize that you were told 2 hours. This is within 24 hours. I do see here that you're saying the driver left the package in the location, and you want them to come back and get it. The facility will have to follow up with you on that within 24 hours.
Okay, so the facility has to call me back.
Yeah, the facility, because that's where the driver works out of.
Yeah, okay. So I wait for them to call me.
So he left the packages in the mail room and you wanted them left at your door or something?
No, see, it's like this. The building has an elevator, it has several floors, and you have to be buzzed in. So when I got a ring today in my apartment, I answered it. They said it was FedEx. I knew what I was getting, that these were going to be heavy boxes, and the driver would be bringing them with a dolly. And the dolly would be necessary to move them. So I asked the driver to meet me on the second floor so I could put them in the art room. I went to the second floor and FedEx wasn't there. I went to the first floor and FedEx left them in the foyer. I can't move them. Even if I were able-bodied, it may cause a hernia if I were not in shape. But the point is, I have a cast on my leg. Okay, there was a reason I asked for them to meet me in the second floor. If that couldn't have been done, the driver should have said, I can't do that. And then I would have instructed him to bring them quite naturally to my apartment door so I can put them inside and not leave them outside in the foyer for foot traffic to walk to and fro. Okay? I don't really know the anticipation level of your driver that he needs a dolly to get them here and yet leaves them in a jackass estate for me to figure out. Okay? There was a reason I asked deliberately.
What's in the boxes? How big are they, you said?
There are a bunch. It's 10,000 8.5 by 11 brochures. So that's folded. I think that's 2 pages. Four pages front and back.
Let me see if I can get a manager for you at the facility, because you said you talked to the driver?
Yes, I talked to the driver before I buzzed him in. And then he just left them in the foyer. And I know good and well, he can't pack those without a dolly. I can't pack them without a dolly. And I've got a cast on my leg.
Okay, can you hold on, please? I apologize.
Sure.
Thank you. So they're still on the first floor then, as you saying?
They were still on the first floor.
Okay, thank you. Hold on.
I was speaking with Bean. Bean's, she has a friend here, Mark, that she comes to visit. And, I told her, you know, she went to see Minnow. Minnow's all cute and stuff. Minnow's right here. He's got his little head on my lap. He came to say hi. He came to say hi. But, talking to Bean, I'm like, Bean, I'm bitching. I am in a bitchy mood. And, she said, that's fine, you can bitch. And, what else? I said, I'm calling back FedEx to see why I didn't get a call. You're not gonna leave me here dipshit upon dipshit, okay? You're not feeding me a line and you're not delivering, okay? If you say you're gonna call, okay? If you say you're going to, you can hear me when I speak, then follow through, okay? Bean's in the lobby. She's here to see her friend Mark. I'm bitching. She said I can bitch. Oh, sorry. She said, I explained to her the boxes. She's like, I'll move them. I'm like, Bean, you don't know. They're heavy. She said, I can do that. We'll get him up there. I'm like, I've got a cast on my foot, okay? She said, we'll do it. Let's take a look at it. And so I took her over to where the boxes are, and she tried to budge one. She's like, oh no, that's not going to do. And I go, I know. I said, if I were in good shape, I still have to make sure, if I had 2 good legs, I'd still have to make sure I was in good shape to move those. You'd get a hernia, okay? And she's like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to go to 5:55.
Wait, no, Angela, they're trying to get a manager. Can you hold, please?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I'm going to, I'm going to go to 5:55. That's a restaurant. I'm bold. I'm going to ask them. If they've got a dolly. In fact, I'm going to ask them if they'll move them to the art room for you. So not just the dolly, but that they'll move my product. I'm like, okay, I go, I got to take Minnow out to do his business. She's like, I can do that. I go, honestly, you know what? I need to get out and do that also. So give me 10 minutes, get to the end of the block, toss some frisbee, and I'll be back. And so I came back, and she's got a dolly. And she's in the lobby with Frank. And Frank's like, I haven't seen you forever. I'm like, I explained the situation, and then I got this accessory, etc. And Frank has a walker. He's a vet. He he's we were talking. I got a screw in my tendon. He says he has 6 screws and a rod running through his hip. And what else? Bean is there. She went to Rennie's. That's a local place. RENYS. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. She said she had to give them their driver's license, but she got a dolly. So she got the stack on, but she didn't know how to use it. So she was leaning back and the box on the dolly and the boxes were going forward. So I'm on the knee rover and I'm trying to push the boxes to go back with her on the dolly, but she doesn't know how to use it. But Bill walks in and Bill has a bum leg. Bill has he has a walking stick. And he asked Bean to step aside because he's 250 pounds, and he just popped it back. He knew he to put the hand on the other side of the package and then pull back, and as soon as you pull it back on the wheel, then you can, with the dolly, you can lead it around. So he did that. Basically, it was 4 of us and Minnow, impaired to some degree, and even Bean, I think Bean was tipping just a little bit tonight. But we got the packages in the art room. I'm still calling FedEx back. You said you were going to call, okay? Then Bean took her time to take the dolly back to Rennie's and get her driver's license. You know, just letting you know about the output here, that you're taxing FedEx, quite frankly. It makes no sense that if you have to use a dolly to deliver the weight of packages, you should damn well provide the courtesy that they arrive at the door, okay? And don't make any shit up. If you can't hear me speak straight when I say 2nd floor, art room, ask me to repeat it. You know, don't be making shit up. She said to leave it in the mail room. Let's see if I can delete some more. I have to say, I don't really like, I'm getting a lot, so I have bought a few things. I bought a Levi's vintage pinafore. I kind of liked it, denim. I'm not, we'll see how it fits. I'd actually like to make the same thing in little pearlized snaps and linen. I think that would be nice. We'll see. Anyway, it's for me certainly enticing enough of a sale to be like, oh, okay, pinafore. But I get all these sort of, how did we do service-wise? I'm like, you know what, honestly, I don't want the excuse of you emailing me a dialogue that you can't honestly provide follow-through in. That I find a bit insulting, okay? One-on-one, okay? Because it's an avenue to keep emailing me, and I'm not sure if I should be host for your memory or your mammery, okay?
Angela?
Yeah.
Is there a mailroom on the 1st floor where you left them at?
There's mailboxes where I go down to get my mail. Now that's what I'm upset about. I didn't say to leave them in the mailroom. I said I will meet you on the 2nd floor for the art room. Because if they're on the 1st floor in the foyer, I still have to move them. And you know good and well, as I do, if he had to use a dolly, I would too, And I don't have a dolly. And I also don't have 2 legs under me right now. There was a very purposeful reason I had this dialogue with this person, the driver, who blew it off. Thinking...
Okay, well, I have to apologize. I have a manager on the line. His name is Brian, as you requested. He's at the facility.
Great. Thank you.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, pretty upset about this thing. Unfortunately, I mean, that is kind of our policy is the mailroom. I can call the driver and ask him, but if he refuses, there's really not much more I can do.
I don't understand. I asked to meet him on the 2nd floor for a reason. These are heavy. Leaving them in the foyer is a presumption that I enjoyed doing your job for you. And I'm certain you can read with my intonation that I'm not happy about doing the job 2nd, 3rd, and 4 times a day to call to be in touch. Okay?
No, I understand. I'm sorry about that.
I don't think you understand.
Well, unfortunately, though, that is kind of our policy.
What is kind of your policy when you talk to me to make up whatever you want to hear? Is that what you were saying?
No, there's not.
That does sound like what you were saying, though. When you say that that's your policy, I'm like, what the fuck are you saying is your policy? When I say, you ring my door to see if I'm here, I talk to you, I say, meet me on the 2nd floor so we can put them in the art room, and your driver bails ass, okay? And leaves me with the sty of that weight. I can't move. Even if I had 2 good feet, I am in a cast.
Okay, we'll see what we can do about this. I understand. I'm sorry about that. I really do. Unfortunately, I'm driving subcontracted, so I mean, if he refuses to do it, I don't know what else we can do.
Well, can you fire him?
Physically come there and help you myself, but
can you fire the driver?
No, I can't actually.
Why?
Like I said, they're under contract. They're not actually FedEx employees.
Then we need a complaint in that person's file. I want it understood that you can't just drop packages that are heavy, okay? And you shouldn't be ringing someone's door and having a communication with them so that you do not listen.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Let me try to get a hold of this driver and see what we can do to help you. And, I have a callback number. Let me get a hold of him, see what he says, see what he did.
What I would prefer to do is I want a complaint. I want a complaint in that person's file.
Absolutely. I'll file a complaint with the boss.
And what merit will that get me or someone like me in the future?
I don't know. Unfortunately, between that business, between the boss and his employees, I don't really know what else. If he has so many customer complaints, then he will get fired.
Okay, well, great. Just keep sending them my way.
I'm going to try to put back your way to give you a hand.
Look, I'm calling back. I'm calling back because FedEx says they were going to call me and it didn't happen. So it just feels like another dipshit maneuver of following the drivers first, okay, for having a conversation with me and not hearing it. I didn't, but some people that live here helped me. They went to Rennie's to go get a dolly. And then with 4 of them, we were able to move them, okay? I want you to be aware of that your organization has taxed me and other people additionally. So we got them moved. I'm calling you back because FedEx says they were going to call me, and they didn't. I'm tired of being fed a line. Either you don't hear it or you don't follow through. And it's not good business.
That's what I plan on doing right now.
Say it again.
Sorry, that's what I plan on doing right now. Trying to contact the driver.
Okay.
Just see what we can do for you in the future.
Well, I'm fortunate that there were a few people here that initiated caring. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I really am sorry. I mean, I know the only problem is the drivers, they have, like everybody else, deadlines to meet. And I think that's probably had something to do with what happened today, but.
The deadline is malfeasantly procured if you're not deserving. Okay, I'm saying your driver is existing in vain. Okay, and I am not okay with having to pick up their end game all the time. So it looks like you guys are providing a service and doing your job.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I'm really sorry about that.
All right.
I'm just gonna try to make something so that it doesn't happen in the future.
Thank you, Brent.
Would you like me to call you back, or?
I just, if you're going to put a complaint in, please do so, and I don't need you to call me back then.
Okay. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. I was almost prepared to help you myself.
Thanks.
Yeah, I hope your leg feels better. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Brent.
You're welcome.
Bye. Voicemail. Oops, sorry, that's not it.
Unheard message.
Fott.
First unheard
Dr.
message.
Fott.
Hello, this is New England Foot and Ankle Specialists, located at 117 Auburn Street, Portland, Maine, 04103. Calling to confirm with Angela that you have an appointment with your doctor scheduled for Wednesday, December 6th at 9:40 a.m. Please remember to bring in your insurance cards, co-payment, and plan to arrive 15 minutes early to complete necessary paperwork. This will allow you to maximize the time that you spend with your provider. If you are unable to keep this appointment, please call our office at 207-797-4791. Hello, this is New England Foot and Ankle Specialists, located at 117. Deleted.
Huh. Beans are very cute. She only seems to have nice things to say about me. Like, I don't know why. She's a very petite woman, recently divorced, and her friend Mark here, they've been friends since she said they were in grade school. And grew up in a small town in Connecticut. What else? Dr. Faught, F-A-U-G-H-T. As I get my new cast, a new cast on Wednesday. I'm more than halfway. Quite possibly they'll have the lovely periwinkle blue that Leslie spoke of. Leslie put my black one on, so we'll see. She said she's like, we don't have any pretty colors right now, but I like black. It came with a black sock. She said, well, maybe, when you get back, they said she has a great blue. And she pointed to something. I said, periwinkle, like the sky? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not coming back until you have periwinkle. So maybe my next cast will be periwinkle.